Welcome back, everyone, to Scarlet Hollow. I'm your host, as always, Jack, and hey, in case this is the first time you've ever tuned into this channel, I'm glad to have you, and I'm glad you're with us. We're on episode, I believe it's 4 or so of this particular playthrough, so hey, if you like what you hear here, I've got a playlist on my channel where you can go watch the rest of all the action happening here in the Holler. Before I get started, I want to say yet again that this game was donated to me by the always sassy, always classy, and ever so beautiful Bunny. Bunny, if you're listening to this, I love you, honey. So, when we last left off, we had just visited Reese's house here in the background, and we were trying to decide if we wanted to ride with Tanika or go with Stella. And Kanika, excuse me, not Tanika. Oh, it's early in the day, folks. My insomnia struck me last night, and I unfortunately have been awake for like 48 hours. Insomnia is no joke. So I'm going to be really honest and say I kind of like Kanika. I have a little bit of a crush on her because she reminds me of somebody. So we're going to catch a ride with her. I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around the mountain roads. Thanks for indulging us in that little diversion. Reese's mom can be a lot, but I'm glad we have a solid plan for tomorrow. Stella and I haven't really seen much of him in the past few years. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Let's see what we've got. I actually do want to know what's going on with Reese, but I kind of feel like maybe it's connected to everything else going on. So what's actually going on with Reese? Oh, that music's a little loud. We're going to adjust that real quick. There we go. Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. Do you have any other theories about what's going on, aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes. Like 4,000 of them. This is my first time ever hearing about Morgan Island, though it does kind of ring a bell. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia research monkeys. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. Those things were not monkeys. I saw them with my own eyes, and they were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? Could it be that whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or altered their proportions? But like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. I want to know about the thing with Stella and cars. Does Stella have a thing with cars? It took some convincing to get her to ride back with Duke last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. She brushed me off when I asked her about it last night, too. I was wondering if there's more to it than just, like, not liking them. Wait, she actually got in the car last night? She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. She was in the car, too, just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Oh, poor girl. That makes so much more sense now. Holy shit, poor Stella. Yeah, and now she's lost Gretchen, too. It's not fair. She's such a sweetheart, and so were her folks. Breaks my heart. Well, I know why she's living here. Her grandma is here. I'm not going to ask to drive out of town. I'm already committed now. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably going to be another couple of Hey, y'all. How was the ride? Did you run here? Yep. Felt like getting a run in. I didn't want to keep any of y'all waiting. You didn't run through any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense, though they're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. Well, we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people? I guess so. I should probably be on the lookout duty. I'm a bit of a person non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah. Might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us goes snooping around down there. I called dibs. I love doing a good sneak. You're gonna do great. So, the plan. You know these cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have that kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van? That I didn't know about? What? No. Gosh. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's heading your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Ah, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Actually, that is fucking ingenious. I like that. Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try to say something. Won't people notice that I've got earbuds on? People these days have all kinds of things in their ears. It's called multitasking. You'll be fine. Nothing to do now but enter the work site. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow Mine. Approach. I am not going to go find Tabitha. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow Mine. I'm in. All right, Morpheus, good to know. The dialogue for the characters in this game is so funny. I have thoroughly enjoyed all of this. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? That is an interesting question, asking about the guy on the bus, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think we should ask about Wayne. I really feel like Wayne is kind of the tying thread of all of this together. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Oh, they all looked up. Shit. Yeah, we knew him. Oh. So what happened to Wayne? He was such a cut-up. Missed that dude. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? I feel like Keen Eye is going to be weird, though, if you tell them that you met him last night. Yeah, we're going to do that one. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? I met him last night. Good question. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, Well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't ever skipped town, huh? A pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me. What a relief. I thought something awful happened to that poor guy. So something has definitely happened to Wayne, and everybody thought he was fucking dead. So Tabitha absolutely knew what was going on. What do you think happened to him? What are you, some sort of cop? Ooh. I feel, well, okay, so Tabitha has a really bad reputation in the town and nobody really likes her. But at the same time, that's where I'm laying my head at night. But ACAB, bro, I'm sorry. Let's go with this one. Keep it on the down low, but I'm working for a competitor, a unionized competitor. We're thinking of buying Miss Scarlet out of the mines. Part of my work here is due diligence. Really? I'd kill for a few more days off a year. Yes! Yeah, I hear those union boys get paid sick leave. I wouldn't mind some of that. I don't buy it. They're already looking for people to lay off, and I don't intend to be one of them. I love it here. They're laying people off? That's the first I've heard of it. I guess once you lose your job here, you're probably not going to stick around for very long. Tabitha is an excellent boss, very professional, runs a tight ship. That's the honest truth. Don't you mind in what happened to the folks who left their post? You know what? We'll do the guy on the bus, because we've already asked about Wayne, and crotchety McGee here is like, I'm gonna work for the boss, man, until the day I die. So I met this guy on the bus, wore a beanie and a shirt that said, I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working in the mines up here. I completely forgot about that. Does this have anything to do with what's going on in town? A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how he used to push joggers into the Baltimore Harbor. Does that ring any bells? None. Not a clue. Yeah, I think I'd remember someone like that. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Seen anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down. Weird how? See, I feel like any of these questions could be valid because, like, first off, they're natives, so they're going to see weird animals and they're going to hear them. We're just kind of thinking that the knocking in the mines would be normal, and they're probably going to be like, oh, yeah, there's always noises in the mines. People getting sick could work because of Wayne, but I don't know. I feel like Kaneko wants us to explore the animal angle. Like, weird animal sightings? Nope. You been talking to that townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Wait, are they talking about me? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Yep, that's me all right. And aw, that's so sweet. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't seen many animals at all lately. Used to be I'd see all sort of critters. Now it's mostly birds. That's global warming, my friend. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and I've never been like this before. Maybe it's global warming! Oh, yay! I was correct. I think they're calling it climate change now. Okay, I want to ask about people getting sick. People getting sick? Like more than usual? Nope, nothing like that. I feel fit as an ox. We have good working conditions in the mines, and our health is wholly looked after. That's bullshit because you just said you don't have paid sick days. So all three of you are lying because you're afraid of Tabitha. That's what the hell is going on here. I got a couple of other questions. So, what do you think of Tabitha? The miners stare at you, distrust in their eyes. Harrison chews her sandwich slowly. She works hard. Look, we've been over this. Tabitha's an excellent... Okay, yeah. Actually, that's all. Thanks. Bye. You walk away from the miners. I wasn't sure if I'd get a different piece of dialogue if I asked them directly what they thought of Tabitha, but... Maybe it was just me, but they seemed to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Oh, we can't go to the main office. God, if we do, Tabitha's going to be like, what the hell are you doing here? You decide it best to regroup with the others. Keen eye, a flash of movement in your periphery stops you in your tracks. There's something lurking in the shadows to your right, and against your better judgment, you turn to face it. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Yeah, let's go. Let's put our nuts on the table. Oh wow, we got a lot of stuff to do. Okay. Your buddies seem to think you're dead. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. That's all I ask. Before you say another word, the figure's gone. Hey, Jack, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Oh, don't mind me. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? No, I don't think that was a threat. The plot thickens. This just means we're on the right track. Wayne trying to make me leave just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Jack. We got your back. Actually, we should regroup. I don't like the thought of spending any more time here. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snack pops through a hole in the fence disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What's she doing here? You know what? We're going after Rosalina. I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try and catch up with you. You rush over the hill and get... Stealth run? Leave the camp without Tabitha Beetle. Oh, well, that was easy. I just didn't have to tell her I was there. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fading in the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. Yeah, kids, let's just go into the highly dangerous, unstable mine. That seems like a fucking great idea. I can't see where there would be absolutely any problems running into the actual mine where you can get black lung, especially if you're not wearing a respirator. Yeah, just no problems going into the actual mine. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Oh, God, okay. Because she's got to come out, but we don't know how long that's going to be. And if we get her, we're going to bust her with all her friends. But I feel in my gut going and making sure the child's safe would be the appropriate thing. Kids these days, am I right? I guess we should go after her, right? Yep. Yeah, let's head in there before someone gets hurt. Whoa, are you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Jack and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Fuck no! You take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. I think the main reason I'm so anti-Tabitha on this playthrough is because, like, my cousin actively lied when I asked her a direct question, and I get the impression everybody at the mine is deeply afraid of her for no reason. So, like, you know, yeah, nah, not fucking with that. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over. Your legs bent into a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are always way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. This one's real bad, because of the child miners. Or should I say the minor miners? Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. So fun fact, there were a lot of mines like this in North Carolina where they employed kids as young as 12, 13, in a lot of cases, to come get coal and other crap out of the earth. It's terrible, and not much has changed in the South. We're repealing child labor laws actively. Hey, you should probably be active in your local politics to prevent them from having literal children going to the mines. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. But did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though the place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what is that? The mine's going to collapse. We're all going to die down here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. Just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally find a spooky ghost down here, it wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Bats! Stella turns her flashlights up towards the alcove overhead. These guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there's bats down here? I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by thunderous knocking echoing from deeper in the mine. Oh my god. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? We should hurry and find Rosalina. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? See, every time we talk about the Tommy knockers, all I can think about is the book by Stephen King that had that same title. And that was just a metaphor for his severe drug addiction at the time. So, that's the first thing I think of every time I read that word is, Stephen King cooking up heroin in a spoon. That's real. That's real. He talks about it in his autobiography On Writing, which I highly recommend picking up. I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. It came this way. Follow me! You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. Oh my gosh, look at these Stranger Things rejects over here. Him in his little Charlie Brown sweater. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing down here? What the hell are you doing down here? You creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Your dad's looking for you, Rosalina. And who the hell are you exactly? That's Jack, Tabby's cousin. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. Aren't you the kids risking, like, black lung in a mine to have a place to hang out? Like, what are you doing? You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You can at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Most of the teens avoid eye contact. The quiet one in the back tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It better not be you. Yeah, whatever. What are you even doing down here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone ever comes in on Tuesdays and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. Oh, that's her brother! Oh my gosh! It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance in your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he saw this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika, but if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Oh, you are not a nice man. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Yeah, we're going to street smart it. Both of you should coal it. There's no reason we can't all safely chill down here together. Pass me one of those. Hell yeah, right on. And that's like the appropriate thing to do because we need to get their trust so I can get them the fuck out of the mine. You know, it's actually not even that dangerous down here. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe and we can hang out whenever we want. Oh, is that true? Wow, sweetie, that doesn't sound like a lie. I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Becca's dad's right, though. Check out how sturdy this place is. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut in the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we overheard earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Stella, sweetie. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. None taken, the other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Rosalina, sweetie, you're being manipulated by older people. This is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. Why are you all fighting me on staying down here? I don't know. I kind of agree with Jack. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time and still do now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? This is not at all what I wanted to do. Wow, said the 20-something. So the sad 20-something are fighting. What a surprise. Becca, I'm throwing you to the ditchlings first chance I get. I just need you to know that. You will be the one casualty in the horror film that I don't feel bad about. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyways, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than home. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. Been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for that. He's a good guy and he cares about you, Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? It's such a bullshit excuse. I mean, he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying on you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he thinks I can't handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. Wow. I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghostbust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of this mine. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, if Rosalina lives there, she can't, like, break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you can always stay over at my house until Stella ghostbusts your place. We have a finished basement and a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no, there's not a ghost. Now, I'm going to drag my shit-headed brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lungs or gets crushed by rocks or meets any of the terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Oh, fuck. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Stella? I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. We're all leaving, please, before my heart gives out. It'd be fun, Neeks. It will not. Keen eye. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika, something like shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering of mischievous teens. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Rosalina, what are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? Wait, what? Rosalina, don't go in there. Becca and Alexis, stop trying to get us all killed. Sorry, guys. I'm going to hang back. Ugh, I knew you weren't cool enough to hang with us, Rosalina. Come on, Alexis. We'll have more fun without her. Oh, all right. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through the child-sized tunnel. The child-sized tunnel? Oh, no. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Becca shouts from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. This mine is safe. We've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, we're totally safe. Also, sorry, Rosalina, I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever, come on, Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. All right, I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these three out of here while Jack and I track them down, Neeks? Look, I know I've made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave the two of you alone down here. What if something happens and I'm not here to help? Or what if you run into something totally normal, having a stroke. What if you run into something totally normal down here that you think is a ghost and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it really actually is? All right, knuckleheads. If I don't escort you three out of here myself, can we trust you to actually leave and go home?
Yeah, sure. I can never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. You're very normal, Zane, thank goodness. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks.
What about you, Rosalina? Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help you get Becca and Alexis to leave.
I think your dad would kill me.
Okay. Can I at least wait outside? Okay, sure, you can wait outside for us. Just be careful, alright? Alright. Miles, Zane, and Rosalina quietly head back down towards the entrance. Alright, let's get this over with. You remain silent. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're all done here. My treat. You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella ventures forward.
Into the mine we go.
As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of a conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble.
We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout.
Whoa, that's so uncalled for. I did drop out. Going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. I like that River Runner video a lot. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor?
Well, somebody like me that does this for fun and actually has a fulfilling career otherwise. And really, the only people that watch my videos are my friends, and I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I don't know. The commercialization of YouTube and content creation in general is something I really should save for another podcast. Hey, speaking of which, now's a great time to tell all of you I have a Patreon where I do multiple podcasts and stuff like that. Patreon.com/SplatHouseFic. You can join for as little as $1 a month. I do tons of educational content. I've got several. Anyways, let's continue with the game.
I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. You quietly press on. Another knock interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or the knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. I really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Did you see that? Why are we still down here, Becca? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear I saw something. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me.
Huh.
Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? I mean, we're still able to hear their voices. At the very least, we're still heading in the same direction.
Yeah, I don't think it's Tommy Knockers.
You press on. As you progress deeper to the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty fun. But you're only saying that because you want to hang out with your dorky crush. She's just an 8th grader. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking.
Welp, sure sounds like they're down there all right. You want to wait up here, Neeks? The climb looks pretty nasty. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that. That ladder looks all older than all of us combined. Good luck. All right, let's do this.
Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins the climb down. You walk into the ladder and climb down.
Oh, I'm starting to get nervous.
Stay safe, Jack.
For you, Kanika, always. Hey, kids.
Oh, great. The adults are here. Thanks, Alexis. Real nice.
Yeah, nah, I fucking hate Becca, so I think it's time to rip into her ass.
Becca, is needing to feel like you're better than other people so important to you that it's worth being buried alive over? What? What are you talking about? Give me a break. The whole time we've been down here, you've been doing nothing but tear down every single person around you. The only people who do that are people who are afraid of themselves. Whatever. Ugh, this isn't fun anymore. Fine, we'll leave. Thanks, Jack. Wow, good job. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. Finally, let's get the hell out of here. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Oh, shit. There's something about the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Oh, fuck.
I've got my stereo headphones on, so this is especially spooky.
You don't hear it, but you feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Hey, are you alright, Jack?
Bear witness? What the fuck? Oh, that is... Oh shit.
Jack, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, then you just conked out. They're okay, Kaneka.
Ooh, what are you fuckers?
Thank God. Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're recovering from whatever that was. Kaneka and I are going to get you help. We'll be back soon. I promise. You fade out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swaying from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnetized worse and intense than ever. Keen eye, you can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling, as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rock fall. It's time to get out of here.
Climb like hell, fuck!
You push your body as quickly as you can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and the winding passageways of the mine. The knocking is deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. And there it is. Freedom.
Yo, we got out just in time.
You manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Holy shit, you're okay. Thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was surprisingly a close call. We all could have died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until the adults showed up. Becca, shut up. What? What'd you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just the cherry on top of the whole shit show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? No, enough. Enough playing victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea. We all could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we would have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Screw all of you. Shouldn't we go after her? Nah, let her have her tantrum.
That feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off?
Yeah, I guess. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for like a week, maybe a month, maybe the rest of my life. Kid, that is for the best. That is for the best, okay? It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you two home. I already texted your parents, and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side of
As a furious Tabitha approaches your group. Oh, fuck.
I came here as soon as I heard the crash. What the hell are you three doing here? I thought I told you to stay out of trouble, yet here you all are at the scene of a mine collapse. How did you manage this? Tabby, come on. It's not Jack's fault. Stella is right. If this is anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. You're lucky no one got hurt. How dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign that says cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe.
Why are we pointing fingers right now?
Jack is right. We should tear each other up all night and wouldn't do a thing but leave us with bruised egos. Why bother? Everyone's fine. Yeah, Jack is right. I'm going to get in my car and then we're going back to the estate, Jack. Tap of the storm's off and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. Let's see here. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened at this place. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today.
Kanika, sweetie, love you to death. There was a Lovecraftian mural deep within the mine, okay?
I don't know, Neeks. Jack had like a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. Yes, thank you for backing me up, Stella. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had a seizure doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind Stella just before you all left. Did you guys not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced. I couldn't see anything on my own down there in the pit, but you might have just been primed up to see those things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile of some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Yeah. Everything that happened down there is centered around the main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt odd. It looks like Tabitha's back. I better drive these kids home. Come on, it's time to go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Jack? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're going to run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it.
Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. They can make their own decisions.
Not while they're under my roof. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm.
Oh, honey, no you don't.
Dragging you towards the car. You pull your arm from Tabitha's hand. I can walk to the car on my own. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. Try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line.
I don't really have anything to say to her. If she's gonna grab me by the arm and try to, like, pull me around, yeah, no, fuck her.
Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink it back into the silence.
I feel like there's a route where Tabitha's a sympathetic character, but she's done absolutely nothing to bring me to that point yet.
You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Please just talk to me. Tabitha closes her eyes for a moment and sighs.
there's no point. At the end of the week, you'll go home and we'll never speak to each other again. That's not true if you don't act like a cunt, sweetie. We just have to get through this week. If that's how you feel, why'd you invite me at all? I don't know. You're the only family I have left. I didn't want to do this alone. Why am I even talking to you? I'm too tired for this. I need to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs. You head up to your room and turn in. You collapse on Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends you a pair of ditchlings side by side on the road. Oh, fuck. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out your guest room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down into the ominous pictures in your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you could almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and the visions it imparted upon you. Your eyes shoot back up, your heart pounding on the door as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Oh, no. Is that Tabitha's room? Oh, gosh. It's the Knox. That is the end of Chapter 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Oh my good gosh. What an incredible end to this chapter. I love this game so incredibly much. And I hope a lot of you have enjoyed watching me play it and hearing my over-exaggerated North Carolina accent. If any of you do like this series, I do ask one thing of you. If you could please leave a like or a thumbs up or whatever it's called. You don't have to subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment, perhaps with your own experiences with local folklore, I would love to hear that. I might even feature those on the next episode. I think that would be fun to talk about. I'm trying gradually to get my YouTube channel growing. I'm kind of stuck there at 398 followers. So I try to be as interactive with my audience as possible. I know a lot of you came for skits and similar things at first, but I'm trying to find my footing here on YouTube. So if you have any suggestions or you have a story you'd like to share, then by all means, please feel free to show up and just drop a comment or a like or whatever. Until then, be sure to be careful out there in the dark. You never know what might be knocking right